Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying the day. We are getting ready for a long weekend here on 105.9 The Region. We're excited to celebrate Canada Day, and we're also excited for another installment of our Artist Spotlight series. And I'm joined this afternoon by Aidan Skira. How are you?
I'm good. How is everybody?
We are great. We're happy to have you along. And I want to say, first of all, congratulations on all your success so far.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, this is my first radio anything, so it's pretty exciting. But my name's Aidan Skira. I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Vaughan, Ontario, 20 minutes from the station. And I've been making music since grade 8, and yeah, I'm 20 now, and in the past year and a half, I've been signed to a record label called Wax Records. And yeah, we've just been rolling out music, trying to do it once a month, and I've just been doing a bunch of shows and stuff and trying to spread my name out there. But
well,
yeah,
you're doing a good job. I mean, you're among names like Sean Desmond, Alyssa Reed, Virginia de Vegas. Yeah. And how has it been like crossing paths with those artists? I mean, they're iconic Canadian artists.
It's pretty crazy because you forget how many like hit songs they have. Like I going to these label meetings and meeting these people for the first time, not even knowing some of their names, and then looking afterwards and realizing it's the whole soundtrack of like my young life. And it's just funny because you get like flashbacks of like a Sean Desmond song in your mom's minivan in the back seat. Like it's that kind of vibe. But yeah, it's pretty cool to be crossing paths with people in the industry like that, like Canadian legends.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about your sound and your genre would you put yourself under, because I feel like it could be I usually say melodic rap, but I mainly sing, but I feel like I'm just trying to be as versatile as possible. I've been compared to like Kid Laroi, kind of Juice WRLD, Trippie Redd sort of vibe, but I'd like to dive into more like pop stuff as well, and I have some acoustic cuts. But yeah, just like I'm just an artist that talks about my personal life no matter what the genre is. Like even if it's a hype song, I'm still gonna talk about exactly what's going on. Like I try not to over exaggerate with my lyrics. But yeah. Okay. All right. That's so cool. I mean, and definitely music definitely does imitate life. Art imitates life, and your life experiences inspire some of your music.
For everything. Like I feel like it's harder for me to come up with stuff that isn't genuine to what's going on in my life. But in the past, it's been a lot more sad sort of stories. So this year, especially since signing to Wax, everything has been kind of on an upward cycle, and I've been doing a bunch of shows and stuff recently in Toronto and just around the GTA, and I've been in a better mood. So like I've been trying to make like the most hype sort of stuff, but also sticking with what's real, like not exaggerating it too much. But yeah, just life experience. Like you said, like art imitates life. So
absolutely. And we've got a song of yours called Safe.
Yeah.
Is this your most recent release?
Yes. So this is with my friend Alexander Pineda, and a member of the team here actually at the station, Jack. He helped us film the music video for it. And yeah, this is technically I'm featured on the song, but it's a joint collab, so it's on my page as well. And yeah, this song was basically Alexander's idea with it, was that the idea of being in a committed relationship and having a good time, but also knowing that in an instant, if you mess up, like things can go wrong. And my verse in the song, kind of I spun what Alexander was saying the opposite way. And I was kind of like, if you're in a situation like that where you're in a relationship, but the other perspective where like I'm doing cool stuff and I'm actually happy you're without you possibly. So I kind of flipped like the perspective, and I'm like, if you leave, like kind of in a toxic way, I'm kind of like, it's not as serious as you'll understand it in the song. But I always try to, with features and stuff, I try to see the other perspective or try to add a new approach instead of saying the same thing as the other artist. But yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll talk more about that coming up, but first off, go ahead and introduce the song for our listeners.
This is my newest song with Alexander Pineda called Safe.
We'll have more with Aidan Skira coming up. Continuing with our Artist Spotlight series, joined once again by Aidan Skira. How you feeling?
I'm good. We just talked about radio a little bit.
Yeah, we've been having some really cool conversations off the air, and you were talking about how you kind of have not trouble, but it's a little difficult sometimes to figure out where you fit.
Yeah. So versatility is definitely a goal, I feel like, with any artist now, just because you can't just do one thing anymore and be as widespread and gain as much of an audience. But yeah, I was just talking about radio and streaming and stuff, and I just think it's such a cool experience to have these different platforms, and I think radio is still very much alive in different kind of settings, and I don't know, I'm very grateful to be here. I think it's cool. Yeah,
thank you for saying that. See, radio is still alive.
It's still
and well.
alive. Yeah.
And you know, we were also talking about social media off the air. You know, we can compare your come up to someone from maybe 10 years ago, and social media was definitely not that important and not that prevalent. So do you think that it's helped you?
For sure. Like, I started off doing YouTube covers and stuff, and it's crazy that, like, I'm only 20, but the new generation, even like 17-year-olds that I know, like, they started directly on like SoundCloud, or there's an app called BandLab, which you can record on your phone and things like that. And they kind of skipped the YouTube cover phase and went straight for streaming platforms. And I feel like nowadays it's so different that come up, and you definitely need to use social media and TikTok and stuff like that to your advantage. But yeah, we were talking about like attention spans and just having so much control over what you're doing that like the dopamine levels kind of dictate what you're consuming. And I feel like a good part about radio that we were talking about as well is that like you kind of have that, you know, someone else is in control for a bit, and I think that's a good thing. Like, you should be able to, you know, like, you shouldn't have everything in control all the time, or you want to appreciate stuff.
It's kind of like relaxing and just letting someone else take the reins kind of thing. You're listening to the radio. You're listening to music that you didn't choose. You can't skip the song. And look at that. You're getting exposed to music you might not have listened to otherwise.
Exactly. And it still feels organic because it's in the background for when you're going to work or whatever the case. And it's like, it's just cool, like, not having that control and being open to new stuff.
Absolutely. And okay, tell us what's next for you, because we've talked about, you know, getting to this point, but you love performing, you love doing shows, and you love creating content. So what's next?
Literally just being more consistent, and just I'm trying to drop a song a month from now on, especially during the summer, more summer kind of vibes. Most of my music is more sad-ish kind of personal stuff, but you know, there's some personal stuff in my life that are going on that are really cool, and like they fit that summer kind of hype sort of vibe. So definitely more of that. I want to do more shows as well, hopefully opening for bigger artists as well, because we've created kind of this community in the underground with a few of these companies that I've been working with. Shout out Quoted Toronto and different companies like that who kind of have given me a platform, but I want to be able to do those shows and also do stuff that are kind of bigger than the circle that we've already built, you know. So just more exposure, more fun, more sharing experiences, and having people relate to what I'm doing.
And that's the name of the game, right? You have to continue to make those connections having a career like this. And good for you. Congratulations on all your success. You are going to be performing for us live in our lobby. That's coming up after 4 o'clock, and you can stream that on our Instagram page at the 905 Region, as well as our TikTok at 1059 The Region. And we've got another song of yours coming up. It's called When I Get Home. Tell us about this song.
I love this song.
Okay, but you said that about all your songs.
But this one is like, this was about a previous relationship of mine, and it was about the idea of being involved with someone. It's called When I Get Home because it's about coming home to someone who may physically be there, but mentally they're not there, you know. So it's kind of like the ghost or the shadow of someone that you used to know, and coming back to that person and trying to make things work, but at the same time, like, you can only do so much type thing. So it's a very personal song to me. But yeah, we did a whole music video for this, which I highly recommend checking out on YouTube afterwards if you like the song, where the whole kind of aesthetic was that I was in this abandoned house, and like we took the When I Get Home part of it very literally, and I came home to this girl who was kind of just acting out and like not being herself, but you know, like it's very personal to me. And we sat on this song for almost a year, and it released somewhat recently, a few months ago, and I love this song.
Well, that's exciting. All right, go ahead and introduce it for us, and we'll have your live performance on our Instagram and our TikTok.
Well, you're going to listen to When I Get Home by Aidan Skira on 105.9.
For those of you who didn't catch the on-air interview with Aidan, this is Aidan Skira, our artist spotlight for this week. And okay, please explain this song to us that you're about to sing.
So the song I Tried is about trying my best with someone, and she made up rumors about me afterwards, which are not true, but like but this was when I was like 15 years old, but this song has held up in my opinion. You guys can be the judge of that, but
yeah. Well, we're excited. Aidan Skira, everybody.
Wake up, I'm stuck in the darkness. Makeup from you's on my shirt. Breakups, they happen regardless. I had to end things now just 'cause we wouldn't work. Oh no, I tried to tell you, you wouldn't listen. I wanted to help you, but you were out tripping. Who I hung out with when I could come kiss you on your little forehead. FaceTimes before bed, they kept me up. I knew we had issues and I tried to fight them. All the times you cried, these tissues in the garbage. I wanted to salvage what we had, but I was lying to you. Now that I'm without you, I feel glad, but I still feel bad for you. Yeah, I tried, and you lied about me after. And now I realize that it was just a chapter in my life I won't get back. I had trust in girls, you wrecked that. Certain nights I feel so sad. At least I can say I tried. Da-na-na-na, yeah. At least I can say I knew we had issues and I tried to fight them. All the times you cried, these tissues in the garbage. I wanted to salvage what we had, but I was lying to you. Now that I'm without you, I feel glad, but I still feel bad for you. Yeah, I tried, and you lied about me after. And now I realize that it was just a chapter in my life I won't get back. I had trust in girls, you wrecked that. Certain nights I feel so sad. At least I can say I tried. Thank you guys.
And if you want to find you on socials, stream your music, all that stuff.
Everywhere it's Aidan Skira, AIDANSKIRA. Everything. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, Aidan.